Today is Friday, the 24th of March, and this is from the South. Foreign Minister Delcy Rodriguez has stated that Venezuela will withdraw its troops from Colombia after they were forced to cross the border due to the changing course of the Arauca River. According to Rodriguez, diplomats from the two countries would soon meet. Venezuela has closed the border several times in a crackdown on smugglers. In 2015, it deported hundreds of Colombians accused of criminal activities. The strike at Chile's Escondida, the world's largest copper mine, is ending after workers decided to invoke a rarely used legal provision that allows them to extend their old contract. The stoppage by the union's 2,200 workers began on February 9th after initial talks with the company to set new wage and benefits contracts failed. According to the union, the workers will return to work on Saturday. Dozens of Bolivians protested outside the Chilean consulate in the southern province of Santa Cruz on Thursday. Bolivia and Chile have a historically thorny relationship over a century-long maritime issue, which has been further stressed by the recent arrest of 9 Bolivian citizens by Chilean authorities. Bolivian authorities have sent 31 water tanks and over 2,000 gallons of bottled water to Peru. Due to heavy rains and flooding, over 80 people have been killed and 110,000 displaced in rain-related incidents since December. Costa Rica detained a Somali citizen on Thursday who was suspected of international terrorism. The 25-year-old entered the Central American country from neighboring Panama. He is currently being held in police custody in the capital of San Jose, awaiting interrogation by officials from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. A vote on United States President Donald Trump's bill for the overhaul of the Affordable Care Act has been repealed from the House floor. Trump asked House Speaker Paul Ryan to pull the bill after it became clear it failed to gain consensus from the GOP. The head of the Syrian government delegation, Bashar al-Jafari, held a presser following his first meeting with UN envoy for Syria, Staffan de Mistura, in Geneva, saying they had agreed to focus on the fight against terrorism as a priority. Mistura met with both the opposition and government delegation, and there is reportedly little hope of a breakthrough.
The Gaza Strip is facing a serious water crisis due to the scarcity of sources and high levels of salinity in the underground aquifer. Water and wastewater senior engineer at Gaza's municipality, Mr. Maher Ashur, warned on World Water Day, which marks March 22nd, that the water situation in Gaza is on the brink of total collapse.
The water situation in Gaza is very dangerous. There is noticeable deterioration in water quality due to pollution and the scarcity of the underground water supplies. About the coastal aquifer in Gaza pumps about 220 million cubic meters of water annually. Only 80 to 1 million cubic meters of water are repumped. After the last Israeli war, lead concentrations have been traced in the underground water wells in the southern, northern and central Gaza Strip, and this is a very dangerous indication for people's health.
According to Ashur, Gaza needs about 200 million cubic meters of water per day. However, the water resources in the Strip provide only 90 million cubic meters, which is enough for agriculture only. A further 110 million cubic liters are needed for Gaza's households. The main water source in Gaza is the coastal aquifer, whose water level has dramatically dropped due to overpumping. Over 90% of water in Gaza is unfit for drinking, and people depend mainly on bottled water. A recent survey by the Water Authority found a worrying rise in the contamination levels by chloride and nitrates in Gaza's 213 wells. Meanwhile, the World Bank has developed a strategic plan to address the growing water crisis in Gaza with the priority to secure resources, supply, and wastewater management. One objective is to develop desalination plants and efficiency measures to ensure less water losses and leaks in Gaza's main water system. Nurharazin, teleSUR TV, Gaza.
The oldest Jewish document of the New World was returned to Mexico and presented in Mexico City on Thursday, more than 7 decades after it disappeared. The document, a 1595 autobiography of Luis de Carvajal, is considered to be an important artifact showing Jewish life on the American continent. The manuscript was lent to the Museum of the New York Historical Society by the government of Mexico after reportedly resurfacing on the auction circuit in 2015. More on these and other stories on our website, telesurtv.net/English.